Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the SH Figuarts Kinnikuman. So yes, here we have Kinnikuman, Kinnikumana, Karma Chameleon Man, however you pronounce his name. Not really familiar with the anime / manga, maybe the other way around. Either way, I really was just getting this for custom, but it turns out he's like really cool, and I almost feel bad that I'm not going to have him anymore, or at least not in his current form, because he's one of the coolest things that I picked up recently. His articulation is just so good. And if you're a fan of the anime / manga, then you should definitely pick this up, because he is super cool. Let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpting details, all those sorts of things. Alright, start off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Kinnikuman. Here's another SH Figuarts figure, which is a Super Saiyan Goku. Here's a standard 6-inch Marvel Legends Cosmic Armor Iron Man, and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Kinnikuman's actually head-wise a little bit taller than Goku, and he's a little bit shorter than a Marvel Legends figure, which is standard for Figuarts to be a little bit shorter than American 6-inch figures, and of course much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Kinnikuman. Moving on to a 360 spin, here you can see Kinnikuman. He is mostly flesh, and his flesh tone is a nice, just sort of standard Caucasian style of flesh, but he has really nice shading in between all of his muscle detail, which he also has quite a lot of. All the sculpting on that looks nice. He has some red wristbands on. He's got fist hands on right now. He does come with another pair of hands as well. He's got on some red trunks with a little white belt and gold bit on it. And then he's got some standard red boots, and that is pretty much it. Lots of really nice muscle detail, but he's not exactly wearing a lot of clothing to talk about. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpts. Head sculpt-wise, Kinnikuman comes with 3 heads. He's got various levels of angriness, I suppose. He's got sort of just a standard kind of closed mouth, slightly open mouth, and then big, angry, open mouth. The big pink lips are nice, and then he's got fairly nicely detailed eyes, even if they are somewhat simplistic. And then he has his kanji in the middle of his forehead, and he does have the fin on top of his head, and the little red chin strap at the bottom of his head. So that's all accurate, and they all look pretty good. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. SH Figuarts are known for their good articulation, and Kinnikuman may be one of the best articulated SH Figuarts figures I have so far. He's got just a much different sort of articulation scheme than what I'm used to from the Dragon Ball Z figures. He is very, very mobile. He's got a ball peg in the head. That moves all the way around, as does the neck. He's got ball joint shoulders. Those go in and out, forward and back, rotate inside the joint, and have the butterfly sort of joint in there as well. He doesn't have a bicep cut. That's down here in the elbow, which is double jointed and then kind of separated by this cut. It's unique. I've never seen anything quite like that before. It's very effective, though. And he has a standard sort of ball hinge in the wrist. That's good. If you have one of his open hands, he has a finger hinge. I've never seen that on a Figuarts figure before. That's pretty cool. His abdomen is very mobile. He has sort of a hinge inside of these segmented abdominal pieces here, and it's also got like 2 different ball pegs in there. So that's very mobile. Very good for various posing there. The ball joint hips drop down, move forward and back, in and out. They have sort of a floating hip piece here that hides the joint a bit. Very mobile. Double jointed knees, and the same sort of rotation that's in the elbow is also in the knee. And then he has hinge and pivot and rotation all down here in the ankle. So that's pretty much like everything you could possibly want. He doesn't have the toe joint, but I've always found that to be a fairly superfluous joint anyway. So I think you can get him into plenty of poses. I've actually had quite a lot of fun just putting him in various wrestling poses. So that is all very good. Now, Kinnikuman doesn't really come with any accessories that you haven't already seen. He has his 3 heads, and he has his 2 sets of hands. So let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Kinnikuman comes in a fairly standard Figuarts box. It's a bit thinner than most, but it's still the sort of standard design. You got the window here, picture Kinnikuman over there, Kinnikuman, Bandai and Tamashii Nations, and SH Figuarts logos and all those things. On the back, you get a little bit of posing, and the Kinniku Buster, and some Japanese stuff that I can't read. As always, these are good for in or out of package display. So yeah, Kinnikuman. Alright, that wraps it up for Kinnikuman. So until next time, goodbye. Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels,
Venomraptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.